me suis longtemps dit que le numéro c'était pas important, que c'était seulement sur le terrain que ça se passait, mais que c'est une indication sur tes ambitions, le joueur que tu veux être.
In the grand theater of modern football, few figures embody both brilliance and controversy as vividly as Kylian Mbappé. A prodigy crowned world champion as a teenager, a striker with lightning in his boots and ice in his veins, yet also a player constantly engulfed in drama, politics, and expectation. Today, we explore the tale of Mbappé, his turbulent years at Paris Saint-Germain, the storm of contracts and astronomical wages, his long-awaited move to Real Madrid, his pursuit of the Ballon d'Or, and the eternal question: can he become the next great legend of the Santiago Bernabéu? This is not merely a story of goals and trophies. It is a saga of power, ambition, and the weight of legacy. Paris, the birthplace of a prodigy and a storm. Kylian Mbappé's journey began in the banlieues of Paris, where his precocious talent was evident to anyone who laid eyes on him. By 18, he was already a World Cup winner, a golden child of France, and a symbol of a new generation. But Paris Saint-Germain was not merely a club, it was a gilded cage. At PSG, Mbappé was elevated to a throne built not only of goals but of influence. His every gesture on the pitch, his every word in the press room, his every contract negotiation became headline news. And then came the whispers that Mbappé was more than a player, that he wielded the invisible power of a sporting monarch. Reports suggested he influenced managerial appointments, had a voice in transfer decisions, and even shaped the very architecture of PSG's sporting project. The boy wonder had become a prince of Paris, yet the crown he wore was heavy, and controversy became his ever-present shadow. The contract that shook world football. The summer of 2022 will forever be remembered as the season of the contract saga. Real Madrid opened their gates, ready to welcome Mbappé into the pantheon of Galacticos. For many, it seemed inevitable, the next great chapter in Madrid's storied history. But at the final hour, the script twisted. Mbappé stayed. PSG handed him a contract of staggering proportions, one that reverberated across the globe. Signing bonuses worth hundreds of millions, wages that eclipsed even the brightest stars of Europe, and commercial rights that turned him into both athlete and empire. It was not a contract. It was a declaration of power. Yet with that signature, Mbappé's image fractured. To some, he became a mercenary, seduced by wealth and influence. To others, he remained a loyal son of Paris, unwilling to abandon his home. The truth was simpler, yet darker. Mbappé had chosen to reign as king in Paris, rather than risk being another knight in Madrid. But kings invite envy, and power comes at a cost. The long road to Madrid. Inevitably, the cage cracked. For all the riches and power, PSG could not offer what Mbappé craved most: immortality through football's greatest trophies. And so, after years of speculation, Mbappé's destiny aligned with Santiago Bernabéu. The long courtship was over. The prodigy of Paris finally donned the white of Real Madrid. But this was no ordinary transfer. It was the culmination of a saga that spanned half a decade, a tale of near misses, betrayals, and unfulfilled promises. In Madrid, Mbappé steps not into the role of a savior, but into the crucible of history. Real Madrid is no mere club. It is football's cathedral, where only legends endure. Alfredo Di Stefano, Zinedine Zidane, Raúl, Cristiano Ronaldo, Karim Benzema. Each name carved into marble, each remembered for feats that transcended statistics. For Mbappé, Madrid is both a dream and a trial. He has the chance to ascend into myth, or collapse under the unbearable weight of expectation. The Ballon d'Or, the Golden Crown. And what of the Ballon d'Or? That sacred golden orb, the crown jewel of individual recognition. In Paris, Mbappé chased it but never quite grasped it. Overshadowed by Lionel Messi's brilliance, haunted by PSG's repeated failures in Europe, he remained a prince waiting for coronation. But in Madrid, the stars seem aligned. This is the stage where Ballon d'Or winners are forged. Cristiano Ronaldo lifted it 5 times in white. Luka Modric claimed it after orchestrating Madrid's European symphony. Karim Benzema seized it after carrying Madrid on his shoulders to Champions League glory. With his pace, his predatory instincts, and his global stature, Mbappé seems destined to follow. And yet destiny is not a guarantee. Erling Haaland lurks, a goal machine of frightening consistency. Jude Bellingham, his teammate, rises with elegance and authority. The field is fierce, the era wide open. For Mbappé, the Ballon d'Or is not a gift. It is a conquest, one that demands not just brilliance, but dominance on the grandest nights of football. Can he be the new legend of Real Madrid? Here lies the ultimate question. Will Mbappé become Real Madrid's next immortal? In the annals of football, talent is only the beginning. At Madrid, numbers matter less than moments. It is not enough to score goals. One must deliver the goals, the decisive strike in a Champions League final, the rallying charge in a Clásico, the impossible feat when the world believes defeat inevitable. Cristiano Ronaldo did not merely play for Madrid. He redefined the limits of human ambition. Zidane did not merely pass. He sculpted poetry on a ball. Each Madrid legend did more than excel. They embodied transcendence. Mbappé has the tools. The pace of a sprinter, the instincts of a predator, the charisma of a global icon. But will he have the steel of mentality, the relentless hunger, the warrior's spirit to endure the unforgiving glare of Madridistas? Because in Madrid, love is conditional. The Bernabéu cheers with thunderous devotion, but it also boos with ruthless disdain. To survive is to triumph. To falter is to be forgotten. The stage is set. The crown is within reach. But the crown is made of fire, and not every head can bear its weight. Between ambition and controversy, Mbappé's tale is not only about glory, but about conflict. He is a paradox. The boy king who conquered the world at 18, yet the man criticized for arrogance. The superstar adored for his brilliance, yet doubted for his decisions. He stands at a crossroads where ambition meets legacy. Will he be remembered as the mercenary prince of PSG, seduced by riches and power? Or as the warrior king of Madrid, who carved his name into eternity with trophies and triumphs? Football, after all, is not a game of minutes. It is a game of memory. Players fade, but legends endure. The saga continues. And so, the saga of Kylian Mbappé is still being written. From the gilded cage of Paris to the Cathedral of Madrid, his story is a mosaic of triumph and turbulence. The questions remain. Will he claim the Ballon d'Or? Will he ascend into the pantheon of Madrid's greatest? Or will he be a cautionary tale, a comet that burned bright but vanished too soon? What is certain is this: football will watch. The world will bear witness. Because Kylian Mbappé is not just playing the game, he is rewriting its script.